As we all go through this pandemic, many days can feel like a balance between tracking the danger and seeking relief from it. The CDC actually literally recommends taking breaks from the news and health information and just relax and do things you enjoy. It's good for you. So consider our next guest a public health benefit and mood booster. The ridiculously funny, super famous comedian Kevin Hart debuting on The Beat. Kevin, I will see you in a moment, man. Many know Hart's success today. His journey, though, began by channeling his own adversities into laughter and relief, from making fun of himself to joking about his upbringing as the child of a single mother and a father who battled substance abuse. Hart has sold out some of the largest arenas ever used for stand-up. He's done a string of movies you know, like The Upside, Night School, and Jumanji, created and executive produced his own growing YouTube comedy channel. And while you can't measure everything through social media, it is notable that Hart is one of the most popular people in the world on Instagram with 91 million followers. I got to say, no shade, but that's more than Chris Rock, Jerry Seinfeld, and Amy Schumer combined. Or to put it another way, we looked into this. Kevin, if your followers were a country, it would be one of the top 20 largest nations on earth, above England and Germany. Now, Hart's not only entertaining people right now during quarantine, we also want to shout out that he's joining efforts to raise money for virus relief and also paying tribute to frontline workers with more than just a thank you message. He's surprising some with the opportunity to be in his next film.
Henry, I want to congratulate you. You are a winner. You have won this particular portion of the All-In Challenge. My man, let me break this down to you. Let me get close. That's my face getting real close. Henry, you will be in my next movie.
And Hart's brand new audiobook is The Decision: Overcoming Today's BS for Tomorrow's Success. A lot going on. Thanks for being here, man.
Hey, man, thank you for having me. Amazing introduction. One of the best that I've ever heard in my life, man. Thank you so much for that.
For real? All right. Well, we're thrilled. We did tee something up for you and for everybody watching. This is some truly old school moments from back when you went by Lil Kev.
John, I'm going to put this camera down and see if I can get a little closer to you. You ever go to punch somebody and before you finish your punch, they hit you? And then when the bus get real crowded or something, that's when he got to ground and everybody butt to get to the back. Excuse me, baby, watch out, let me get to the back. Stay right there, sis, I'm just trying to get to the back. Yeah, my name is Lil Kev, y'all been great cool.
What have you learned since then? And did you always know in your mind you were going to go beyond being a talented entertainer, but also growing this business empire?
The best thing that I learned is that, you know, it's okay to not get it right. It's okay to fall down. It's okay to make some mistakes. And you know, it's okay as long as you want to grow. So, you know, I would just tell little Kev to embrace himself, love himself, and believe in himself. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. It's about you understanding and believing in you and understanding that you're capable of whatever you put your mind to.
100%. And shout out to Lil Kev, even if you don't perform as Lil Kev anymore. He's out there somewhere, right?
Lil Kev. There's tons of Lil Kevs out there. Embrace yours.
Well, I want to play for our viewers and then for you to explain your thinking a little bit from this new book on the part about adversity. Let's listen to that.
I choose to think about the good times. They just seem like forever problems because you're in a mindset that's not allowing change. Clouds always go away. Sun gonna come out. It's gonna happen. It's not just with the skies, with life.
A lot of people, as I mentioned, know you, look up to you, and they say, okay, yes, Kevin, but I lost my job, or my partner lost my job. I'm worried about rent. How does that all apply for so many people right now?
Well, I mean, look, the one thing that I can say is that you have to be understanding that everybody is going through something, you know, and those problems, of course, are at different levels, but you got to figure out ways to find light in what seems to be the darkest times.
A lot of comedy goes out of pain. I'm looking at you because, like a lot of the interviews we do, you're in your space, and I see some comedy legends flanking behind you. I see you got Pryor, and who else is behind you?
I got Pryor, I got Bernie Mac, that's Red Fox. I got, you know, who else is over there? Rock. I got Eddie Murphy on another wall. I got Seinfeld, Carlin, Martin, Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle's where we want to go, man. Because there's a little bit of the rivalry. A little bit of the rivalry. Chappelle's been on The Beat, and as you know, he's also gotten involved in in backing different candidates he believes in, as our viewers know him well. And he jokes openly about you besting him in the rivalry, at least in his mind. I want to play it for you. Take a look.
He said, no. Kevin Hart's coming to town and I wanted to see his show. I said, well, how much are the tickets? He said, they're $125. I said, God damn, mine are only 80. I was furious. Because his show was outstanding. Then I realized, I looked up what Kevin made on Google. I couldn't believe that. Kevin is the first comedian that a Drake song could be about.
You know, I really consider Dave Chappelle the GOAT. He's not only a friend, he's a brother, but he's somebody that inspires me and motivates me to do more within the craft of comedy. So, you know, when we talk, I say it to him time and time again, man, you're standing on that pedestal all by yourself, and deservingly so. So love him. I appreciate the love that he's given me. And this is a relationship that I truly do value.
I want to ask you also about the Ahmaud Arbery case. I saw that you posted about it. A lot of people focused on that. And specifically, you are known, among other things, for exercise, for the health regimen. People have talked about this as a case of jogging while black, quote unquote. We've reported on it throughout the story. Your view of what it means that this happens in broad daylight, an unarmed African-American jogger shot down, and why you chose to post about it, what you think about it.
Well, I mean, it's disgusting. You got to call it exactly what it is. You know, it's a disgusting act. And ultimately, these things can't continue to be ignored. As young black men or women, you know, in 2020, we shouldn't be living in fear or walking in fear. And, you know, you want to feel like it's okay to jog. You want to feel like it's okay to drive. You want to feel like it's okay to be out and about. And in this case, you know, I don't understand what the discussion of back and forth is. It's murder that seemed to be in broad daylight.
Before I let you go, everybody knows about your relationship with The Rock. We're here on the news, so I'm going to just bring in the political part, which is, you know, there are a lot of people and a lot of strategists in the Democratic Party that are hoping they could recruit The Rock, get him to run for office. We're in this new era. Do you think he should be open to that? Do you think The Rock would make a good politician or leader?
I think that man can do whatever he puts his mind to. If it's something that he wanted to do, he's a guy that would be determined to do it. He's a friend, he's a brother, man. And, you know, I think when you see what we've seen in the past, you know, nothing's possible anymore. If he did it, expect to see the best of him and from him.
And that leads me to my final question, which is then, would you, if he were the candidate, would you consider being The Rock's running mate, or would you guys just be goofing too much on the plane?
Absolutely not. I would take his campaign and run it in the ground. It would not be as serious as it should be if you involve me. So I would remove myself so that man can do whatever he has a problem or fix the things that he wants to fix. That's not my cup of tea.
I want to thank you. I want to remind everyone you can check out Kevin Hart, a.k.a. Lil Kev's audiobook. It's out now. The Decision: Overcoming Today's BS for Tomorrow's Success. Thank you, Kevin.
Hey, man, thank you. And to everybody watching, look, we'll get through this. We'll come out better. Like I said, it's hard to change, of course, what we can. Let's only focus on changing the things that we can. So that's me just putting a piece of positivity and motivation out there. That's what I love to do. That's what I'm all about. Live, love, laugh. Thank you so much, man.
Amen. Thank you, Kevin.
Appreciate you.
Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.